Welcome to episode 47 of our Football Manager Hobo to Hero playthrough. Also, in case somebody's wondering later on, this is Saturday morning in Germany and 8:30. So, yeah, kind of early. In particular for a computer scientist, I guess. So, or I don't know, IT guy, nerds, whatever. We don't get up there early usually. Also, there's some weird reflection of the sun going on, so you can keep that. might make me look a bit weird though. Anyway, so last time out, we did have two matches. The match against Selangor in the Cup. That was, I don't know. Looking at the expected goals. Where is it? Should be here. So, looking at expected goals, I think we got lucky, even in this match. In the first leg, though, we lost by 1 goal, so it was close. We had them basically at least close to a penalty shootout. And also, if you look at this, we even had them defeated. So it could have gone way better, but whatever. It is what it is. And then afterwards, we continued the theme of the positive mentality and traveled visiting Kedada Rulaman FC. That didn't go well. We conceded 4 goals in the first half, and to be honest, I mean, it was kind of deserved. So they made a lot out of these. I don't know, they were at 1.5 or something. The first half, but they made a lot out of it. Yeah, 1.9. But from the perspective of expected goals, it was more or less even. So we got really unlucky there. Or, phrased another way, they just take their chances and we don't. So that's a problem. Second half, we shut up shop. And as a result, all of a sudden we started to still have chances because they push up really high. And in the end, we even scored 1 goal. So, to continue the theme of some tactical blundering, I think we probably should play in a defensive manner away from home. And maybe even with a low block in the future. More direct football. Just to try to put him to the knife. I know that this has been a repeated theme and it didn't go well so far. But I still think it would be a good idea in general. At home, though, we play our game. And our game is a passing game with patient control of the opposition. So we'll face Johor DT next. Looking at this, some overload of the wing, in particular out here, might be appropriate. I don't know the players yet. There seems to be the odd 17-year-old in here. Not sure what's going on there. That might explain the results of Johor. Yeah, so we're still waiting for the scouting report. What we can do, though, is give some feedback to the players about last match. I think that's appropriate. If I didn't do it yet. Well, seems like we need to wait a little bit. There's also a few players on international duty. So that should be the players in the under-21, though. Yilma is out on loan anyway. And maybe one of these two. Who is it? Yeah, I'm out. So, our playmaker-ish type here. Oh. Sure. Put him there in case we need to play the defensive formation. That makes sense. Well, that certainly won't hurt. Alright. I also think we could do with the odd player here and there to complement under-21s. We don't have the money, but going forward, I think I will continue a theme like this. The stuff with the nationalities is a bit hard. Well, considering we're in Malaysia and we have a problem with too many foreign players. On the other hand, there's still a few slots open, and we do not expect everyone to come into our squad from the under 21s, into the senior squad. So we might as well sign a few more of these as long as they are cheap. So I don't know, look at the specific country and just go on through the under 19s and see if there's somebody that is not under contract anywhere, like these two. He's outspoken. Balanced and outspoken is not exactly a personality I'm fond of. Yeah, but in particular those that have no contract whatsoever, that would be interesting, right? Like him. Well, he's got a non-contract. That counts, I guess. Why can't I offer a trial to you? Okay. Currently that's not possible, for whatever reason. Here it is. Also very interesting. And I think we put a player to the short list in the last match, on the match prior to that. A 16-year-old. That has no interest whatsoever to sign for us, but still. Here we go, this one. No scouts available, it says. Okay. Well, I think I want to offer a trial to him, because he's a professional, and these are really rare. So we'll also try to scout him, budget or no budget, and see. This would be strictly an addition for the youth team, I guess. But with that personality, I expect him to double in value at least. And, well, I don't know. I don't want to pay for him. Like, no transfer fee. But I can definitely get used to the idea to sign him in on a youth contract and then some professional contract later on. Okay, that's to be expected. This happens most of the time. Actually, I think we should probably look into the under 21s of all of these international teams too. So let's do that. Or under 20 is fine too. Most of these have a full contract, but for example him, he's 16 years old and he has a contract for 25 euros. So might as well offer a trial to him and maybe get him for free. The contract value is really low. He's 15. Seems like the international teams in FM also like to push the players further up into the senior squad. or at least closer to it. So the under 20s contain a lot of players that are 16 years old. Sure, that won't work. Okay. Oh, he's with the army or something. Alright. So, next would be Syria. Let's wait for a few trialists, and I know it's in the middle of the season, we're in the relegation scrap, but I still think it's something to be pursued. Zakaria is the youngest ever goal scorer. Nice. 16 years and 264 days. Not bad, man, not bad. Was a weird goal, if I could recall correctly. He pushed it in with his head or something, like from 5 centimeters from the line. So, yeah. There's a bunch of trial offers that got rejected here. Yeah, we can mark them all as red, right? Not much to say. So we were at Syria. Let's continue this theme. I should probably also go by the players that got offered to us recently. So that would mean, for example, Russia and Ukraine. These two countries seem to have players with an agent that get offered to us repeatedly. So that might be a thing. I don't know what's going on here. Australia, sure. That won't happen. Well, we have one of these. Kind of funny to see that most of Brunei actually has some players. And we'll stop here. I do suspect that none of these want to come, but we can still try. E. So, a bunch of stuff got accepted, and it seems like that's good. So, we catch 2. Why not? I can certainly see why, though. So, we'll throw him in the under 19 for now. And him? He's much better. He's very susceptible to injury, but a resolute player, I might even go for that at some point. Depends on the skill level, really. He is not under contract anywhere. Yeah, this is an attacking midfielder. We could use an attacking midfielder. This is great. Like, don't want to be too excited about it just yet. But to me, this sounds great. He obviously doesn't know the language, does he? No. But well, we'll wait for the media handling, and I will slap this into a calculator. Obviously, he's not good enough for now. But if he makes it to 1 golden star territory, this might be an idea. Depending on the wage requirements, obviously, too. So, yeah, India got us a decent prospect, maybe. So I'll continue this theme, I think. Indonesia, well, that won't happen. That's the best nationality ever. Iranian as well as American. I'm sure that'll go well in both countries. Poor guy. Or the poor couple, really. Well, I think we've been here. This is where we started, right? So that's it for Asia. We might as well try, I think, Oceania. Yeah, why not? There's a bunch of players available here, though. That's very interesting. All of them have a French nationality. Great. Okay. We were at Samoa. Fantastic. He wants to come for a trial. Oh, there's a few. Well, that certainly is a way to fill the under 21s. That's for sure. Sure. I think we'll see soon enough how they are. Well, we'll need to wait for the staff to work with them, and then we'll see. All right. Trying to come up with an idea how to get more Malaysian players. So we're really interested in the 16-year-olds throughout all of this stuff. So in general, we would be okay taking in their stock, right? Doesn't say we'll get them, doesn't say anyone's interested. Holy shit. What did you do? some of these are transfer listed. Some of these might want to leave. Great. Cool. So a 19-year-old center back from Johor Tito is interested. Oh. Okay, that's a few more trialists than I anticipated. Apparently, well, not sure what's going on here. Maybe they put him in the under-19s for whatever reason. He's definitely not under 19 though. So there's also the friendly going on against Sarawak next. To keep the players somewhat sharp. This Indian guy would be a really funny transfer, wouldn't it? Not under contract anywhere. He's small. Well, I don't know yet. We gotta wait. And I hate waiting. Oh, he's new. From Saints. And I don't think I like him. The estimated wage is great. The problem is the player isn't. So I think I'll take a pass. Staff contract set to expire. Yeah, I realize. So, there's this weird situation going on. We can't really afford all of this stuff. We still pay them for now. But I think in the next season, he retires, doesn't he? Yeah, he retires. So the weird reality is most of the stuff might need to leave due to financial circumstances. And I think I said that yesterday. I want to calculate this for a second. How much money is this in aggregate? So I will do that, and I will slap in an ad break for that for that moment. Give me a second. So that's 1,990 euros altogether. That's per week. So times 52 to get the year. That's 103,480 euros, which we spend on the staff. So to go with the contrary model, we could also try to do everything ourselves, have really bad coaching overall, and save on 100k. Obviously, if we find somebody that wants to do some stuff for us for 30 euros a week, we'll take him, because that's great value added. But in general, that's a ton of money. 100,000 euros. And it basically is what the board needs to inject every single time. So this club might run in a profitable manner if we just throw out all of the staff. Obviously at the detriment of the player development, so yeah, that's a thing. And it's the same with the playing staff, really. If we look at the squad here, I mean, at least Asamuddin will be gone, that's for sure. Elbuk Chaksdel is one of the best players in the squad, so I can see that. Norman Ankun, yeah, he's good. But in comparison to McManamy, I said that yesterday, he should be better. He doesn't perform that well. Sure, that might be a reflection of the moment, maybe, so it's not like I need to get rid of him immediately. But if somebody wants to offer money for him and he wants to go, I would at least think about it. Mod Jalil, he's overpaid. Gotta put it like that. His average rating says 6.72 for some reason, so it's not horrible. But he gets paid too much. On the other hand, he's got a long-term contract. We will be stuck with him. I just did that. That said, there's some positives about him. It's just the rest of his personality doesn't seem to follow. Or he still adapts to circumstances in a club, like one year later or something. And then the rest of them, they barely get paid. Yeah, it's the same down here. So as a result, I think there's barely anything that we can do here. Asamuddin might leave, and one or two of the youth players from the under 21 goes up, and the rest will be yet again loanees, or to be honest, we play with a smaller squad. That might be a thing too. I don't know yet, but we can save. I'd argue 110k or something per season. We can save, and we can figure out how to spend it afterwards. Yeah. So that's a concept for next season. Not sure if we will follow this concept, but it is a concept. Great. Welcome back to the stream, John. I think it will be some sort of prolonged thing. Because we got thrown out of the cup. Now we play the Losers Cup. Sorry, the Challenge Cup. So there's still 6 league matches to go. And there's an 8-point difference not to get relegated. So it sounds like we're pretty safe. But looking at the opponents, Johor DT is basically a we will lose this. At least according to expectations. Then again, they play the Losers Cup with us, and apparently we will have 2 legs playing them. So, yeah, that's a thing. Herakto, direct opposition to not to get relegated. Selangor, they are top of the league right now, so this is horrible. Kuching, direct opposition not to get relegated. Penang, direct opposition not to get relegated. And then Kelantan at the last day. I really hope it doesn't come down to the last day. But if things do not go according to whatever plan, we just need a few draws, really, from this. If things don't go according to plan, we'll be fucked. Because, for example, Perak, Cushing, and Penang winning all of their games, that basically means that we got them out of the relegation zone. Yeah. And you can see it here. So I don't worry too much about Cushing, but Penang and Perak, yeah. We need to win these 2 matches. If we do, we'll be golden. If we don't, it'll be really hard. And I don't know when you joined, but I just went on about the staff. We spent approximately 110k, no, approximately 100k on staff members that do improve training rating and stuff, but, you know, we don't have the money. Yeah. Well, I think the place in the league, being 8th, is... It's an overachievement that doesn't really reflect the circumstances of the club. That's true, yes. It is mad. I think in their case, we will play them next, by the way. I think in their case, they have some really good players, but it seems like they overspend their budget or something. Because there's some 19-year-olds in here. Okay, there were some 19-year-olds in here last time I checked. Or not. Holy shit. But it seems like they played some of their youth repeatedly. You know, the 16 to 17, 19-year-olds. And they weren't any good. Also, they are involved in some sort of tactical blundering, I think. So this looks reasonable. But there should be a scouting report somewhere. Let me have a look. Or it's too early, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's too early, never mind. But we'll have a scouting report. They did some really weird tactical stuff. And I would probably not take that job. I didn't get Sarawak United promoted throughout all of what's going on Borneo just to leave them. I mean, I could, but what fun is there in that, right? There's some loyalty in here and wherever my heart is. To a club that is known for not paying their players in real life, but whatever. It's fantasy football land, so I don't have to carry that over. So, what brings you to my stream that early in the day? This is not a reasonable time to be awake. It's 9/11, at least in Germany. Oh! What? He's pleased, that's fine. Nazarudin now appears to be a bit more of an ambitious player. That's good. I like it. And also less sporting, but I do not care about that. It's 4 p.m. here. Well, in case it's 4 p.m., this is a reasonable time to be awake. I agree with that. Well, this must be a sign of bad character. Being awake at that time. To be fair, I woke up at 7:30 or something, so yeah. Not much better. Yeah, and you missed about, I don't know, half an hour of me offering trials to youth players from international teams. So, basically not much. I don't care about this. This is just a friendly and hopefully nobody hurts themselves. There was one attacking midfielder in the sample, an Indian one, that had resolute personality but high susceptibility to injury. What, wake him up that early, or offering trials to all of the youth players? To be honest, I'm not that proud of waking up that early. It doesn't seem to fit. But then again, me and my sleep schedule, that's a topic for it in itself, sometimes. There might have been the odd person that accepted that I sleep at random times throughout the day, throughout my life. It's not that, well. Yeah, true. And also, our scouting reports are well, the scouting department in general is strapped to a minimum. Because, well, the budget's over. There's no scouting budget left. So we have no scouting range whatsoever. And as a result, I also fired the scouting staff. So there's no scouting here. None. Whatsoever. That's not entirely true. We still have Choo Choo. Where's Choo Choo? So Choo Choo retired. Well, first of all, there's Amran. Amran is our director of football / right back. And he doesn't want to retire, apparently. So I'm okay with this. We don't really need to play him. But as a director of football, he's fine. Yeah, but we're in Malaysia. So, you know, they are like, why would I go there? So it works sometimes for some of them. But I had more luck throughout, well, the Asian region, basically. Africa, I didn't do all just yet. So we can try. But it seems like their wages are a little bit higher than what we are willing to pay here. And then there's Kamarudin here as a scout. I don't know why this guy is employed, but his contract certainly will run out. And there's Choo Choo. And Choo Choo doesn't want to get paid for some reason. In Malaysia, there's one Asian Champions League slot, if I'm not mistaken. And one slot for the cup. And I think the second cup slot is determined by the cup competition. And in case, so it might spill over, if I'm not mistaken. That's how I read it. I'm not 100% aware of how it works, but I think that's how I read the rules. So that's it. Like the league did get changed though recently. I'm not sure if it's this league or the other one below. I don't know. There's just this whole weird situation going on with the second leg being abandoned, and I don't think it's implemented in the game that it will be is it reinstituted? I'm not sure. There will be a new second league at some point. At least I thought that's the gist. But I'm not sure how they want to pull it off and when it will be and how it will be done in the game. So I think it will probably not be reflected upon in Football Manager for now. Reinstated. Thank you very much. See? I learned something today. I will probably forget in 5 minutes, but yeah, reinstated. That's what I was looking for. Thanks. So I don't know. The league is interesting, the country is interesting, and it's also interesting to have the opportunity to bring some players from, I don't know, somewhere into this club. Might as well try Algeria. Great. But the common response is, as you would suggest, as you would expect. We can try this. Just offer trials to everyone. I think I did this at some point. So we'll do this for 5 countries. Don't worry, I will not take forever here. There's a Messi in here. Obviously, this is a good idea. So we'll do this, and then there's 60 messages that I will not read. Thank you very much. And exactly nobody wanted to come over. That's the status quo. Sometimes we get lucky. Most of the times, they do not want to deal with us. And I could obviously do that for all of the international teams, but I don't know. It might be a bit gamey. On the other hand, this is knowledge that I possess, so sounds reasonable to me. There's also the problem with the league rules. I don't think I tried that. That is oddly specific, but sure, we can try that. So we're talking stuff like Montenegro, right? We'll try this. Probably not the Netherlands. North Macedonia might be reasonable. Well, we have one player in the club, Mr. McMenamy, that is Northern Irish. So, in theory, there is a chance. Can probably skip these. Yeah, or San Marino. Or Liechtenstein. Serbia is probably... That's above our pay grade. Maybe there's some random 16-year-old from Ljubljana in here that wants to come over to Malaysia. Don't expect it though. Turkey, Ukraine. Well, I realized that some of the Russian and some of the Ukrainian players actually wanted to join us. Wales. Well, these are probably no good. So might as well offer them a trial. Albania, why not? But signing players from Europe will be... This is obviously priority, Andorra. Signing players from Europe, I don't think that will be a thing. Armenia. Okay, there's a whole one player in here. Yeah, and apparently I cannot offer a trial to him for whatever reason. What's going on with him? Nope, not a possibility. Cool. Austria, I don't think so. Belarus, maybe. And there should be Russia somewhere. That's also fine. So I offered trials to like 500 people now, I think. Let's see how it goes. But we need to remind ourselves, these are players that even if we sign them, we might not be able to play all of them because there's foreign player league rules. And that will restrict the amount of foreign players that we can play. So they need to have really good character, acceptable skill to a degree at least, or some development potential. And, well, preferably no susceptibility to injury, maybe consistency, and so on and so forth. I will not click through 150 messages. There's 150 declines here, or I don't know, 75. So, yeah, there's that. This player is interesting, to me at least. Sadly, he's not interested in a transfer. Or at least it seems that way. So, from a perspective of skill, I don't think we absolutely need him. He's somewhat versatile, and could I play him? So there's that. But the biggest thing here is the personality. For a young guy like this is a good personality, and I like this. And I would be perfectly willing to sign him. Yeah, sure, I can look for somebody like this. I'm not sure if this is the correct one. No. Tomo Yoki. Doesn't seem like there's a Tomoyuki Doi. Then again, looking up players all the time, I don't know. So trying to search for specific players maybe is a bit gamey too, if you get my gist. So obviously we can try 50 different players that we know of in real life now, and maybe that might be, I don't know, it might be reasonable. But on the other hand, I think I want to rely on what we have as information in game, and I have no idea about like Malaysia, Indonesia, or whatever there is around there. I'm really not aware of any of the players in real life. I don't even watch the international competition, so it's all news to me. Yeah, anyway, I think I want to sign him. Just for the personality. And I want to try. This will probably not work, but at least I want to try to make an offer here. You can pay some of his wages, can't you? Okay, that's an insult to them. Fine, let's try this. Okay. So, he's too expensive already. Maybe his contract runs out. The youth contract. Well, it sounds like I should know the person, but I don't, sorry. Then again, I barely know footballers throughout Europe, so what did you expect, right? Okay, Badrul Hisham trained well, for whatever reason. That's nice. As did Harsi. So I'll skip through all of this. Given that I had 1 week to recover here, I do hope that there's some development. I really do. Maybe it's a good idea not to praise all of them all the time. Oh, we'll leave it like this. And all of these are under light match load, so I will throw them all out. I think we need to play our primarily used players, but only if they are not in perfect sharpness. So we'll try it like this. Badrul Hisham did train well, and he apparently sharpness is in decline, so we need to cope with that. Akrula doesn't need to play, Jeffrey does. I think we'll try to cope with the decline here. Zachary is in perfect condition, so that's not needed. McManamy as well as Ankun are somewhat in decline, so I think McManamy could do with a rest though. Just due to the fact that he's very prone to injury. This is a no-brainer, we need to do this. Same here. And some reason not ready yet, but we'll probably play Christopher actually. Okay, and the rest of it can be done by the assistant manager, I think. Or we slap him onto the bench and put on some additional under 21 players. This will not work. I don't want Summary on the pitch just yet. So we have 4 spots for under 21 squad. There's only 2 players available. Where's the Indian guy? Might be him. He's from Papua New Guinea, so no. This one then. Yeah, that looks underwhelming, to say the least. but we'll bring him to the match anyway. And whatever. Random person, I don't care. So this match will be done by the assistant manager. It's not like we will watch this. At least I don't want to. If you're interested, obviously I could do it, but you know, we'll probably skip forward to the reasonable matches, the ones that are interesting actually. This is just for sharpness, and hopefully nobody hurts themselves. So facing Johor DT at home, obviously we'll go about this in a positive manner. Because, well, on the other hand, we could do defensive football again. But we still play at home, so I don't know. Yilmaz labored to a 5.9 rating against Zambia. This is not good. On the other hand, he gets match experience, so why not? Sure. Oh. This is for the senior squad, isn't it? So now he's a current international for... Okay, great. We'll congratulate him. Great. Ahmad can have a professional contract now. This is unlikely to happen, I would argue. Yeah, well, unambitious and level-headed is not the worst, but I don't think so. Alright. So, we win. Also, Elbakchak still apparently scored twice, which is good for his confidence. I like this. Overall, this is great. And it seems like they rotated a little bit. So that's fun too. Any thoughts in your heads for now? I don't know, about the rest of the season maybe, or... What kind of save are you doing these days? So I don't care about this. Squad's general character had a positive effect lately on Kumar. That's the determination that went up. Might... Where did you get this? Yep. Yep. That's true. It's the Indian guy. So, assuming we play him as a winger, he has no crossing whatsoever, and he can't pass the ball for sure. Assuming we play him as an attacking midfielder, it says Shadow Striker here, that's strictly due to the pace though. He has no idea how to put the ball into the back of the net. He can dribble with the ball somewhat though, and the mentals could be worse. Concentration 1, yeah. Fantastic. There's other roles in midfield here, but he's not... I don't know. He's not really the one for this, I think. And he's wanted by whom? Penang. Fuck off! So, my biggest concern here is this. The low consistency will buff out throughout his career. He did? That's... Yeah, he did. True. 2 out of 2 tackles. Well, he came on in minute 75 and he scored. So, cool. That means he worked well together with Elbakchak still. And that's, to be honest, that's the biggest concern here. Does he work within our formation? At some point. So I do think this is a reasonable signing, but we will not be able to play him game in, game out. So we need to be aware that he will have problems with injuries. We will need to be cautious with him. Reminds me of McManamy, really. And he will probably not reach all of this potential. On the other hand, he's 18 years old. And, well, this resolute personality plus media friendly. Media friendly is not that fantastic, but resolute personality is great. He's also a real person, so I don't know. Hopefully I do not insult anyone at this point. So, assuming we get him for 70 euros a week, I would be willing to sign him. We might even loan him out afterwards. But that's also a good prospect to play within our team, because I want to change the squad personality to something like this. So that does make sense. So I'll try to sign him. He wants to be a fringe player. Let's do breakthrough prospect instead, maybe. He's more interested in Penang. Okay. He wants 100 euros. We can make a deal here, can't we? I think we'll get there. I would definitely like to focus on appearance fees and that stuff. That makes sense to me. This is a bit high. And in general, I would go for some sort of adhesion contract here, but I feel like he will not have it. In particular, given that I just reduced the wage. Yeah, it is also some sort of hedging against his injury proneness, so that makes sense. I definitely agree with that. But the biggest concern here is, I have a few other contracts in the senior squad that come with really high bonuses, and once we need to play them, then it is not really a good deal anymore. If they achieve these bonuses all the time. So I will probably not insist on this that much. And we can still renegotiate this stuff. He can also have a minor gold bonus, that's not a problem. And maybe we can take it away from him later on. Stuff like this. If he insists later on, this is still a reasonable contract. But I want that extension of the league games. He says we're nearly there. That, or he will be a permanent member. Holy shit! Permanent member of the infirmary. You know, he might get his doctor's degree experimenting on himself. 90. No. Alright, that's fine. So it was about the extension. Okay. So I think that's a reasonable transfer, in particular for the personality. And we will look into this after I grab the new Coke. So see you all in a minute. BRB. Okay, let's have a look at this. So, we will play Johor DT. Johor DT are coached by Mr. Esteban Solari, who is a fairly professional, does wing play, 4-3-3 wide. Okay. I'm not sure if he did that for the entire season, actually. See, can we see the managers here? Yes. Apparently he's been with them for the entire time. I don't know. I seem to remember they played some sort of weird formation recently, though. Maybe that was another team. More cautious mentality when playing away. They are well ahead of us in the league and in better form. Okay. Sounds reasonable. So, we expect to lose. And looking at this, we expect to lose heavily, I think. This Rosley person... I think he's a good overall striker, but he's not that impressive. In comparison to what I saw in this league. He's vastly overpaid though, looking at the wage. He earns twice the amount of money we spend on the entire playing staff. So, yeah. It'll go well. This is a good player overall. Same as this, yeah. They will butcher us, most likely. But, we'll try. So, I think given the opposition and that we play at home, we will go with this. So, a defensive approach, but we will still try to keep him away from goal. If we invite the pressure, we will not stand a chance. Looking at their central defenders, this guy is fast enough, but strength and jumping reach are, in comparison to Elbak Jacksdale, not that impressive. And this is bad. So, we might stand a chance to outjump them, actually. In central defense. Which is what we will go for. So, you need to remind me later. Floated crosses and basically pass the ball around, float across towards Elbak Jacksdale at some point and hope that it is enough to win the match. That's what we're going for against Johor. Will it work? I don't know. Most likely not. But we might enjoy the occasion and try. And it is at home, so there's the odd chance that they will bring some additional supporters with them. So that's a positive. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 fly over to Borneo. Or take the boat. I'm not sure. Yeah. I had a look at this and he's just way too expensive. Staff meeting, go away. I'm really hoping for some development in the in the player's attributes too. But now that we have that Indian guy on top of Zakaria, there's a professional core in the squad all of a sudden. There's the backup goalkeeper. The name evades me right now. He's from China, if I'm not mistaken. We can go through the players in general, I think. So, assuming he comes, he would be a resolute player. Where's Zakaria? Zakaria is a professional. And we have Jin Siusum. Who is fairly pro at least. So, at that point, we have some minor impact on the personality of the squad, I would argue. And we just need to basically nurture that spark of professionalism throughout the next few seasons. Obviously, professional players are really hard to come by over here. I don't know why it is, but that's the way Football Manager seems to work. In general, I feel like if SI does not know about the personalities of the players, they just go with balanced all the time. And it's, I don't know, if you ever managed in Scandinavia, for example, it's the same over there too. So if you consider this to be racist, it's probably racist all over the world. So as a result, I'm not sure if this is the way I would go. But I thought about it from time to time. Rosalie has great potential. Okay. That's cool and all, but I will not offer a contract due to the potential here. He's not susceptible to injury, though. This is good. But the overall player profile, I'm not so sure. And Ismail. Why? No. Don't want to do that. I actually want to have a look at the training. Wow. Wow. He played the entire time, he had 2 weeks, and his training rating is 6.0. This guy has 1 point professionalism, doesn't he? Well, another rune didn't improve in composure. There's... It's always Zakaria that does improve. Once we reach his potential for now, he's 16 years old, don't forget that. So once we reach the potential, well, the current limit, I would argue, because apparently, obviously, he can still develop until the age of 25. There's different limits for that, if I'm not mistaken. So once we reach that, we will be disappointed. But on the other hand, he has a skill level that's entirely appropriate for this league, and he will sign a new contract in December. So chances are, his new contract that I didn't negotiate, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, or if I did, well, it might not work for very long. Once we get there, he will probably not be willing to renegotiate a new deal at all. That, or he wants to be an important player immediately or something. But I don't think that'll happen. Well, I would like to give him that contract, considering he's also captain, but he will consider himself to be too good at this point. And, well, he'll be right. Summary, no development. Nizam, he's a low knee anyway, and, well, development's negative. Amran, didn't expect much else. Ankun did develop a little bit, but to be honest, this is bare bones, given we play him more often than not. So, not impressed. He'll retire. Hisham, barely anything. Hammer, wow. He did improve his vision a little bit. RC gets some mental stuff too. It's, yeah, not much. Carrier did improve. Of all the people. Look at this. This is not bad. Didn't expect that. It says there's potential for a decent Liga Super center back. I'm not sure if I want to follow with that, but yeah, sure. So, given that he's under contract with the club until the end of next season, and that he did achieve his target, so we need to guarantee his future, well, need. I would argue we probably should play him again. He's still slow, no doubt about that, and the strength needs to improve. But anticipation and composure, they will go up throughout his career, I guess. And he's 24 right now, so I guess the biggest question is, will we find anything better, a better player that is willing to play for us for 70 euros a week? And I guess we know the answer to that. So we'll play him for strategic reasons. Because Jeffrey and Fragrula will be gone at the end of the season, and then the problem with central defense starts all over again. Alright. Shohor. Clear that. So we'll play him, despite his training performances. Oh yeah, we went for narrow. True. I think I'll leave it like this. We will try. So Zakaria is not debatable, I think. Uncontrained trained well, so this is fine. We'll do that. That's okay. Well, Jalil didn't train well. Yeah, alright. But the alternative is to play him. He does train well, but we had some problems with him lately. Well, this one in particular. So facing Johor DT, I don't think that's a good idea. He also hates big matches, and the match against Johor is definitely the big one. So, don't think that's a good idea. We just said Carrier needs to play. Alright. So we'll do that. He does train well. So we'll praise him for that. Is there some sort of good performance recently? Oh, it's about the friendly. I don't want to comment on that. Maybe look at it like this. So it seems like Mort Hasazi Harsi would need to play. How were his performances recently? Scored twice against Selangor? No. He had 2 assists against Selangor. I didn't notice, to be honest. That said, that's what we signed him for, so I will go with this. Where is he? Here. I can live with that. This is not debatable. By any stretch of the imagination. Did I praise him? Yep. Who else? Albert Chucksdale just got put on the pitch. Badrul Hisham, I recently mentioned, he trains really well, so that's a positive. Bakrula and Hammer. So Hammer out here, Badrul Hisham here. Bakrula will do the no-nonsense center back apparently. That shouldn't be much of a problem. Jeffrey will be on the bench, and Rosti apparently will play out here. Well, there's no alternative here, so that's easy. Alright, we bring Jeffrey. This one. Yeah, it's basically a no-brainer here. Is there anyone that trained really badly? Azamuddin. Cool. Yeah. So, we might want to leave Azamuddin at home, actually. These two are not needed. He is needed. Same as Rusty. Baru and Samri are somewhat injured. So, given that we bring along Christopher, we might as well take Azamuddin along anyway. And on the right wing, there's no replacement. I do not want to take Baru with us in this situation. I think we'll take the youngster. He might not make an appearance, but we'll take him. So maybe, Carlos da Costa Lima, you make an appearance this time. Who knows? Hopefully we won't need you, though. Yeah, I do not agree. I just went with the training performances. Where are you? No way. So everybody expects us to get defeated. Cool. "16 messages. Oh, there's a few trials that come to an end. Alright. Okay. So we have some coaching team vacancies. I'd rather not offer additional contracts to other staff. You know, I want to save the money. There's a 30-year-old, no-nonsense center back that is within our youth team for now as a trialist. I don't think this is a signing. This is not what we're going for. So he can leave. Semi. Leslie Semi is an advanced playmaker, apparently. Unambitious and level-headed is not the worst that you can have. Very inconsistent. Medical report is not interesting. I guess the question is, would we be able to cope with his personality? This is not horrible, despite being a negative. He might still have some professionalism, and the level-headed implies some loyalty. So, if I'm not mistaken, that is within the realm of, I don't know, 4 to 15 professionalism or something, so it's not the worst. I might be a little bit wrong about that. In particular, the loyalty, though, is, I don't know, 7 to 17 or something. Or 7 to 14. So it's in the middle of the road, most likely. Otherwise, he would be considered to be a loyal at some point, if it were any higher. That said, this is not impressive, is it? So he's not considered to be one-star player material. Why is that? Really bad mentals, with the exception of the decision-making. We would need to improve his stamina and work rate too. I don't think that's a signing. Rosie is interesting, but he really came in on accident, I think. Same with this guy. He's a poacher, but we're not looking for a poacher. Same. So in case you're wondering, this happened whilst I was offering trials to everyone in the under-19 squads. We did offer a contract to him. I still think that's how do I put this? His overall attribute profile looks a bit uneven. So he could use less acceleration, for example. I don't care if it's 14 or 12, and some points somewhere else. I would prefer that. That said, I like the personality, so hopefully he develops well. This isn't the worst I've ever seen. Not sure. He shoots from distance for some reason. And I don't know why. Center defender is a bit slow. The jumping reach is great. Same problem here, he's unambitious. I don't know, assuming he wants 70 euros a week, that's probably overpaying for this kind of playing material. And we did that time and time again, so if he had the personality to make up for it, I would probably maybe have a look. The way it is now, I don't think we need to sign him. Weigaffer. Unambitious too. From a player skill material perspective, he's worse, so I don't think so. This is interesting. So he doesn't play as a winger, specifically. Fairly sporting personality is not that impressive. He's fairly consistent though, I like that. No notion of resistance to pressure or no resistance to pressure. Fairly sporting, media friendly is middle of the road. Well, it can be everything. And that implies a lack of positive attitude, I guess, from a personality perspective. There's also, like, the mentals are really low. On the other hand, the physicals are really okay. So there's no problem here. Okay, sure, he has no strength. But for a winger, this is fine. On the physical side. I think we could sign him. But it depends on the money, really. He wants to be a fringe player. Alright. Cool. Apparently there's some ambition in him. So, yeah, I wasn't unsure about it anyway, so let's not do that. Samelu. Similar argument here, the physicals are fine. The rest of it is lackluster. That's to be expected of an 18-year-old, so that's okay. He's inconsistent though. Is he also susceptible to injury? No, he is not. So that's a positive for him. Still, I don't think we need to sign him. I don't think we need to talk about this. And he's a casual. I want him out of the squad. This is better. That said, he declined immediately, so that might be of concern. And he doesn't have the skill level just yet to play for us. So I like the personality, I like the consistency, I like that he's not susceptible to injury. We do not have a left winger option. He's with Kedah for now. He's Malaysian, so that's also a positive, due to league rules. But can we get him for free? Never mind. That's it. That settles the affair. That's it. Philly Professional is interesting, so I'll put him to the shortlist. Sometimes stuff happens. Sometimes they release players with good personalities because they didn't develop at their clubs, and then, I don't know. Maybe we stand a chance there. Okay. So, we set up the team. Now, let's have a look at the specifics. So, we already determined floated crosses, didn't we? Yeah. In general, I think that is reasonable. Is their goalkeeper able to come out and claim the ball? He has good aerial reach, good command of area. So, chances are he will catch most of them, actually. Most of the floated crosses. On the other hand, if he doesn't come out for some reason, how's his decision making? Forgot about that. That's also very good. So in general, I expect him to come out and claim the ball. We'll still do the floated crosses, given that elbow chuck still will be able to compete with them on a physical basis, and his jumping reach is better than the other than the central defender ones, so that makes sense to me at least. This quite naturally should focus on playing down the wing, so that's okay with me. Working the ball into the box and all of that stuff, wasting time, playing in a defensive manner, that all seems reasonable. His mentality is positive, so there's all. It's positive, and the rest of them have a very defensive mentality, more or less, which is okay. I can live with that. The time wasting, I'm not so sure about. I guess a point would do, right? So if we labor to a draw somehow, we're okay with this. Higher defensive line, high press, and all of that. Well, we're used to this. I'm not so sure about trapping outside or inside. So let's have a look. Trapping them on the outside would imply that the ball gets funneled to this player and then we need to recover possession there. I do not agree with this. Similarly with Stuart Wilkin, that's probably also hard to recover here. What's with these two? Well, we will not get the ball from him either. But at least he's old and he's physically weak, so that might be an option. And similar argument here. So I'm not sure if we need to funnel the ball into a specific zone actually. With the pressing trap, they can do whatever. This is really, really, really good playing material. So, he's weak. He's brave though. He comes deep to gut ball. And he's slow. So, the high press, well, not the high press, the higher defensive line might make sense. Given the overall circumstances, like, I know he's brave, but he's weak. So we will try to go at least with normal tackle, maybe hard tackle. We'll do normal tackles on him. Don't want to give away too many free kicks. But there should be an emphasis on this. Does he have a weaker foot? Yeah, well, somewhat. So, he shoots with power. This is the left winger and he's right-footed, so we show him to the outside. So first of all, he cannot knock off his long shots there, hopefully. And second of all, I hope that he will be forced to do some crossing there. Might not go well. Same here. Just the other way. We show him to the inside. But to be honest, this guy's dangerous. That said, his passing is, well, I don't know. It's basically all on one level. We will have a hard time with these players. For obvious reasons, we need to press them. Just to restrict the time on the ball. Velasquez is physically weak, but that's about it. And the rest, he'll get away from any marker, whatever. They can determine themselves how they want to deal with this. We should probably ease off tackles with him, given the 12 points of dribbling. Same here. I don't like what I see. And that's also true for him. Not sure how to deal with this. They are way better than we are. The biggest weakness here is the finishing, maybe, and the long throws, so... yeah. He gets forward whenever possible at age of 34, and he's very slow. So that might be a weakness in the squad. Any ideas? So, given that he's very slow, we might want to pair him with a fast player, which we do, in general. Yeah, pace and acceleration are 12, that will suffice, probably. He's also not entirely in shape. I think that might be interesting. And he has low bravery, low dribbling, low strength for a central defender. We can tackle him hard to try to get the better of him. There's nothing to be done here, I think. And I have no idea about the goalkeeper. Okay. So we'll submit this. Sure, he wants number 7. Number 7's taken. You can have 17. Now we'll have a team talk, so we are expected to get defeated. But I think we'll go with revenge here. And I will cautiously encourage everyone. That should suffice. Where is it? Alright. And prior to going to the match, I will go to the bathroom. So I will see you all on the other side.
Hey, yet another member for the fan club.
Are you quite sure it's not a self-help group?
Hi! Welcome to the stream. And yes, Hadley Phoebe, I'm here. Thanks for the follow. Alright. Let's get this done. So, we will probably be defeated. Heavily. So, what brings you to the stream, Hadley Phoebe? Obviously the love for Football Manager, isn't it? No? Okay. So let's see how it goes. That was a nice idea, I think. And Hammer seems to... Ooh. Interesting. So Hammer seemed to have his... have a good time with the defender there on the left. I think that was reasonable. Horsey takes the corner. Elbow chuck still. Picks up the ball. Second attempt for Horsey. Nazarudin? No. He doesn't get to the ball. But so far we're well in control of the game. For some weird reason. Horsey again. Horsey, not bad. I'm okay with it. You can do this, guys. It seems like we're well in control of the game so far. For whatever reason. Granted, 4 minutes in. Oh, offside. Body language on our side seems to be positive. No notion of theirs just yet. It seems to go down the right quite naturally, actually. At least for now. Nice cross. Have a look at this again. He does cross towards target forward. Same as him. What about you? Yep. Hammer. Yep. And Tarsi probably too. Yep. So everybody goes towards elbow chuck still. They just didn't find him right now. Ankun takes the corner. Elbow chuck still with the header. Close. I didn't expect the way it goes for now from a match facing Johor DT. Ribas, Diogo. That's dangerous. Boakin, that's really dangerous. I expected something like this. It's just good football. I don't know what to do about this, to be honest. They barely needed to try. So this is fine. The defending here is okay, and then the, well, Carrier just loses his man. And Badrul Hisham doesn't close down Wilkin. We did have some decent, well, low-grade chances prior to this, though. I'm not sure if the tactic in general is a bad idea. It might just be about the player material, really. So, I'm starting to make up excuses already, as you can see. Feel like it is true, though. Well, losing by 1 goal, that will not be okay. Doesn't matter if we lose by 5. Not much anyway. And it seems like we are well in control of the game. 63% possession. Hammer again. Hammer skips past his men. That's not a corner. Let's wait for the end of the corner. And then I'll encourage them again. RC... And Zacharias' header goes wide. He wanted to score a second goal, given that he scored last time. Hammer. Come on, man, go down the right. It's fine. Yep. Floated cross. The idea was there, so that was okay. RC, elbow chuck still. As expected, the goalkeeper comes out to claim the ball sometimes. And it does not seem like there's much of a concept, other than relying on the quality here. Hammer. Short pass, okay. Ankun on the ball. Badrul Hisham. Cross from deep. And Fernandez is forced to head it behind the goal. Having conceded one goal, I'm not sure what to change really. Obviously we could go more aggressive. But looking at this, I don't think we need to, given that Zakaria just scored the second goal of his season. That probably makes him youngest player to score twice within a few matches. Great! So we'll leave it as it is. Good teamwork by Elbuk, still and Zakaria. Well done. And Carrier's anxious again. Why? You can do even better. It's fine. Well played. For now, we just need to keep the defensive performance up. That's not what I was going on about, Carrier. That's better. Oh, holy shit. What a bad pass. Arribas. Omari. Okay. We got lucky there. We really can't let them have the ball. That said, as long as Hammer runs with it, I have no problems with this. Just foul him. Or don't. Intercepted in the last possible moment by Fakrula. I don't know how to deal with this. I really don't. That's just superior skill. And we cannot mark everyone. Bakrula on a yellow now. Great. Oh, sure. So, I guess we'll tell him to play as a central defender now. He's more that guy anyway. I will be really annoyed by this result in the end. Mochalil didn't do much so far. I'm not sure if he could have. Badrul Hisham with his cross from deep again, and that's another corner. To be fair, corners are a thing for us, so maybe that helps. That's corner number 5 or 6. Ankun will take it. There was a chance. Elbow still really needs to focus on his heading. He could be so much better in this league. And we made it all the way to 51% possession now. All the way down, I might argue. We started out at 90. It's another corner, isn't it? Yep. Great. We might want to sub off Badrul Hisham at halftime. He doesn't have a good match. RC... That was too congested for Elbakcha still, seems. Okay. Interesting build-up play. And a long shot. We have more chances. We do not have the better chances. We just have more. But the skill is too low here. That's the first reasonable scene by Jalil today, I think. Maybe the second and I forgot about something, but... I'm happy with the short ball distribution. Goes well until midfield, that's for sure. And Ankun and Zakaria in general are a more or less safe combination from a passing perspective. That might be a good pass for Hammer. Another corner. Sure! Take all the corners, guys. Nobody will care if we... whatever, score like 5 goals after set pieces at the end of this match. That's bad. Good interception by Ankun. Badrul Hisham. Not a cross. Harsi's just not the one to receive these. But it seems like they focus on the right wing quite naturally. Because there's just space there. Ankun tries to find Elbakcha still. Harsi, Ankun, Zakaria. Oh, Zakaria lost the ball. That's it. So, what do I do with this? Expected goals wise, we should be, well, should be a draw, to be honest. I think we'll take off Badrul Hisham here. He trained well, but he has a horrible game. So, let's do this. I'm not sure if I want to go away from the defensive mentality. I think we still stand a chance here. Yeah, and well, if we give it up, you can probably imagine what happens. So I don't think that that is a good approach. Of course he's anxious. Not sure why. I think we've been really unlucky. That's fine. That said, you can contribute a little bit more, can't you? All of you. Well, 6.7 and below, I would argue, can contribute a little bit more. So that's, yeah, basically everyone. And Zakaria as well as Elbokchuk still. You did well. Just make sure it goes on like this. It's not offside. And we continue to pass the ball around. Ankun with a free kick. Will Carrier get to this? Nope. Mustafa does. Sadly. That's fine. Zakaria. Interesting idea. And that's a good tackle. Sadly, it doesn't end up with our player. This is one of these scenes, isn't it? Tomare. This is one of these scenes. You can feel it. At one point. They just have superior quality for this kind of football. So I don't think I will change much, actually. We'll go positive here. Yeah, and all of this can remain, more or less. But I do not expect us to score. Or, well, to be honest, I do not expect us to stay clear of conceding yet another few goals here. It's horrible. It's not a fair reflection of how the game went, but on the other hand, playing Johor DT, that's to be expected. Nice. Come on, Ankun. Granted, it's well defended. Still. Nice tackle by Ahmad Nizam. Good pass by Fakrullah. Harsi. Still Harsi. Decent pass. Nasaruddin. Will Hammer go past his man? Yes, he does, but he doesn't get the ball into the back of the net. Was the best chance of the match. By a landslide, I would argue. Ankun. And another header. So many good chances. Rosti. Okay, Ahmad Nizam, that's bad. Mochalil is also on a 6.3 rating again. Elias. I don't know what to do about this, really. So if you have any ideas... Good goalkeeping, Mr. Mochalil. Rosti. Zakaria. Rosti again. It is floated. Goes straight to the keeper, though. Minute 65, we should probably sub a few players. Maybe then another 3. So, I don't know. Who will need to be subbed off? So Zakaria is in good form in general, or in good shape. No need to keep him on. So this is about next match, as I do not think we will be able to turn this around. We will need Elbakchuk still. So maybe take him off the pitch. We could actually give some playing time to Carlos da Costa Lima. Hammer didn't stand a chance here. On the other hand, that's not really needed, but we will try it anyway. McManamy for, well, Ankun could do with some additional time on the pitch, couldn't he? Doesn't matter though. We'll do it anyway. And I will sub off the central defender on the yellow card. So that's free. We'll still have Mazrin. And, well, I don't know yet. He's apprehensive, so... Cool. That won't go well. But to give some playing time to a youngster is alright, I think. In a match like this. That said, Hammer just skips past his man again here. Elbakchuk still... no. It's yet another corner. Well, that was the last time Hammer did that. RC... Could have taken the shot, would have been fine too. And now we face yet another counter-attack? No, we don't. McManamy's there. Carrier, McManamy again. Zakaria, McManamy. This is horrible. Intercepted by Carrier, luckily. Rosti. It was a good pass. The idea was fine. Jeffrey loses the duel to Diogo. And Mochalil does some goalkeeping, actually. For the first time today. Elias. That's it. Alright. Throughout, well, we are still in 62% possession. I don't even know what to say. Obviously, possession doesn't win games, so... yeah. Da Costa Lima on the ball now. Nazarudin, and he loses the ball immediately. That's intercepted by Ahmad Nizam, alright. Da Costa Lima. Da Costa Lima with the cross, Elbakchuk still. Yet another one over the goal. The concept works. It's just they don't hit the back of the net with it. And also, our goalkeeper could be so much better. So many good chances. He's frustrated, yeah, I would be too. Nazarudin's tired. We should take him off. I think I'll bring on Azamudin for him. Doesn't matter much. At least he's motivated. Maybe the 40-year-old can make an impact, who knows. Zacharia's long ball is nice. Da Costa Lima with a floated cross. Ah, offside. Okay, but that can happen to a young guy. Whatever. So, we'll try to go attacking now. Put a little bit more of an emphasis on, well, the offense. Good play by Da Costa Lima. Come on, guys. Sure, it's frustrating, but you... well, okay. You did do some things wrong. But overall, we dominated the match. We just didn't win. That's to be expected against Johor DT, I think. Parsi. Azamudin. Towards Harsi again. There's a cross and that goes nowhere. Rosdi. Can we have a second attempt maybe? No? Jeffrey. Rosdi again. Still Rosdi. No, he's lost. McManamy. Carrier. Nice lob. It was a good idea. That's offside, isn't it? It's not. Sure, it's not. So we can see the fourth. You gotta be kidding me. How is this not offside? Well, maybe somebody in the middle. No. On the right. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. That was really close though. Again. That's just player quality. I don't know what to do about this. Other than signing better players that we cannot afford. So, are there positives about this? Nobody got hurt? That's it. Nobody got hurt. That's a positive I can derive from this. Also, we had a good performance overall. It doesn't help us. But this is more of a crisis of the results, really. Which comes from a lack of good playing material, I think. Okay. They expected a telling off. Well, so I guess we will need to do that now. We'll do it manually. Maybe it helps. Now everybody's confused and demotivated. Okay. We will probably have a team talk now. More shots, higher expected goals, more possession. 65%. They just took their chances and we didn't. So it's how many points now? Penang and Perak played. Oh, they had a draw. That's a positive for us, right? So our concerns increased a little bit, but not by much. Who's next? Perak. Okay. That's in 15 days, and Fakrullah suspended. Fantastic. Alright, I think I'll wrap it up for the moment. That's it for now. So, we lost that match. Well, I'm not sure what I should have done in another manner. Obviously, we could have tried to go with a low block against them or something, but it wouldn't have helped. I really don't think so. They have way higher skill. So that's just a problem for us. Alright. Thanks for watching. Maybe I will do a second stream today. I'm not sure yet. But for now, I will have breakfast. See you all soon. Bye.